All right, what's up, guys? So in today's video, I am going to start off by looking at the Bitcoin. Obviously, we had some crazy moves right here, and it's looking very, very bullish. I really do like this. I'm going to show you, what levels I'm looking at to load up on some longs, and where the support and resistance areas is. And I'm going to start off by looking at the daily right here, and I have two moving averages on the chart right here. It's the yellow 20 EMA and the green 50 EMA, both on the daily time frame, obviously. And like I sold Bitcoin when we lost the daily 50 EMA back around 55k. I think I sold around 52k or something like that. I bought back in here and then sold again when we lost it, right? So I really do like using the daily 50 EMA in my analysis on, looking at the higher time frames on Bitcoin. And I want to base my whole, trading, my high time frame trading based on this current structure where we're currently trading right now on the daily 50 EMA. So my plan has all the time been, wait for a reclaim of the daily 50 EMA for some significant strength. And that actually happened yesterday. So this daily candle right here did actually close above the daily 50 EMA, and we are now seeing a very nice move above the daily 50 EMA. If this daily candle closes above the daily 50 EMA, we have a daily open and close above the daily 50 EMA, and that is a very good confirmation that I want to be exposed to Bitcoin to the long side. Now, it's very important to remember that even though we are seeing low time frame strength, we need to let the market. We need to give the market enough time to establish some type of bullish market structure on the medium to low time frame that might translate over to the higher time frames. What I'm seeing right now is we are in some type of range right here where we have this is just going to be a rough some rough levels here, not anything super clear. But we have the range low area somewhere around the 30k area, while we have the range high area somewhere around the area between 40k and 42k right here. So this is right now the current range that we are trading inside. And even though that we have a very strong move right now, it's a bullish move inside a range. And now I'm not ready to become a full-on Bitcoin bull and, try to predict that the bull market is on again and we're going to see high time frame continuation to the upside until we actually reclaim the 40 to 42k area for Bitcoin, right? With that said, I am very interested in adding long exposure to Bitcoin, and the best possible entry for that would be a reclaim of the of this level right here where you have the daily 50 EMA. So somewhere between 35k and 36k, that is the area where I would like to see a bounce. If we do see a bounce at that area, we have, compared to these highs right here, we have a higher high on the higher time frames, and if we do bounce here, we also have a higher low on the higher time frames, and that has not happened for a long time. And it did happen right here, but we were still trading below the daily 50 EMA. If it happens here, we are trading above the daily 50 EMA, so that would add some confidence to that higher high and higher low being a good indication of a high time frame reversal and continuation to the upside. Now, because of the fact that I'm still viewing this as major resistance, a long here would mean I take profit here and move my stops into profit if we get rejected and see something like that. That is highly profitable, like very probable, right? And you also always have to take all different things into consideration when trading. So if I do go long here, stop loss would probably be, I don't know, like depends on where the bounce is, but somewhere below around 34 or lower. Take profit would be here. Leave some open if you do see something like this. A break and retest of the 40 to 42k area, that means I will go heavily long on Bitcoin. because that's when I do believe that we have a high time frame reversal going on for Bitcoin, and I do think we have the a potential move up to the all-time highs and quite possibly a move higher. So that's Bitcoin. A quick little high time frame view on Bitcoin and what I'm thinking in terms of Bitcoin right now. Now let's take a look at another chart for Bitcoin to show you some more clear levels and exactly what I'm looking at. So on this chart right here, you have more levels. You have the daily 50 EMA, the daily 20 EMA, the fat ones. And then you have the 4-hour 20 and 4-hour 50. You also have the Fibonacci levels. These Fibonacci levels are drawn from that low to this high. You can clearly see that the 50% level gets put in right here, where we also have the monthly open and the weekly open. And where is that? Well, that is the 35.5K area, exactly the same level we looked at on this chart right here. So there's a lot of confidence in this area right here. And I think this is a beautiful, beautiful long opportunity. And that is also what we talked about in the analyst team call this morning. We talked about a potential you have that beautiful long call from Birb, and we're looking at potentially adding to that long inside this area right here, and maybe possibly also put out a new call on Bitcoin, a more low to medium time frame call where we go long somewhere in this area for profit taking up here. But it's not going to happen now. It's not going to happen in the next hours. It's most likely going to happen in maybe 8 hours or something like that, closer to 8 hours, because we need to let the market, we need to give the market enough time to accept Bitcoin above 36K, right? Unless we want to buy a fake out, right? So we need to really be careful here. Another thing I really want to bring to your attention is, so we have the Fed interest rate decision on Wednesday, as well as a press conference on the 28th, which is obviously, yes, Wednesday, like I said. So this is going to be a very important news event for the legacy markets and the crypto market. If you go back in history and look at the recent Fed interest rate decision, the Fed releases, you will see that it really did affect the crypto market, and that's probably what's going to happen on Wednesday as well. I do think it's going to be bearish for crypto. So I do think that if we don't get a retrace down to the daily 50 EMA today, we might see, a bounce here and move higher. But on Wednesday, we will most likely see a major move to the downside or a major move to the upside. Let's just say we're going to get some added extreme volatility, most likely in the crypto market, and that could, of course, go either direction. If we trade in this range on Wednesday, I would like to see the Fed interest rate decision being bearish for crypto. I would like to see a test of the daily 50 EMA, or I would like to see a breakout. I would then go long on a retest of the 40K area for Bitcoin. So that's about the Fed interest rate decision. Now, looking at the lower time frames, you can see here quite clearly that this is just such an obvious level. We want to go long somewhere in this area. Now, let's take a quick look at altcoins. I first of all want to show you